Kevin here. I'm out on a solo walk. Not much of a long one today. I woke up very early this morning, 5:20, and thought, it's a bit early, what shall I do? So I decided, have my breakfast and get out and about. And I'm in Singleton in West Sussex. And I'm standing right by St Mary's. And just in front of me is the tower at the west end with the clock face there that says just after 11:15, which it certainly isn't. But Singleton is just to the north of Chichester on the 286. And the village name derives from the Anglo-Saxon Sengel, which means burnt clearing. St Mary's is a Saxon church and dates from the 11th century. The original dedication was to St Mary, but due to a 19th century error it became St John's, but that was then rectified in 1979. But this was originally unbuttressed. It had some groins, I think they were called. But as you can see, there are several different types of buttresses. You've got a brick one there on the corner, and then these round here are of stone and flint. Just moving round, I'm now at the east end of the church. Moving my way in amongst all these different gravestones here. So I'm trying to be very respectful, as I always am when I come into these places. To my left there's a farm where the farmer's over there on his tractor. But here we now come round to the south side of the church, and as you can see, it's tiled, and more buttresses round here. But we're actually set right at the foot of the South Downs, and I'm just a little bit north of Goodwood, where the race course is and the motor racing circuit. Sadly, we've got some broken windows there, but there's a huge buttress there right on this south side of the church. That's absolutely massive. That's the biggest buttress I've ever seen. But I'm now back round to the west end of the church again, and there's a memorial there with a large wooden old oak cross. So I'm now going to have a wander around the village at some of the older properties here. So I'll leave you just with the shots of the church and the yew tree. Well, I'm at the east end of the village and just starting to walk in towards the centre, and you look around and you see the different types of properties there are around here. You've got a mixture of the old and the new, and I've come away from the east end of the village where the newer properties are, and as you walk into the centre you can see that there's more of the old style of cottages here, with the flint and the brick on the corners. And just to my side, to my left here, it's a lovely old cottage with oak beams, rendered walls, painted white. And if I wander just along this way, I'm heading in towards, again, the older part of the village, where you've got thatched cottages on the corner here. Just step aside, you've got two vehicles coming along, which is always the way when you're trying to do some filming. Somebody comes along, just try and step out the way. You've got these flint walls all along the side here, and then just here to my left is the first of the thatched cottages, which are very lovely to see. Beautiful. And then you've got this one just in front of me called Little Yarn. Absolutely charming. Lovely, lovely cottages. Look at that. Beautiful. Well, clearly there used to be a pond there. What a shame it's been left to end up looking like that. But at the moment I'm now just coming onto the corner of the road that joins the 286, this little lane. There's obviously a little tributary of water comes down from the downs there and would normally run under that bridge and fill the pond. But behind me is a house or cottage that says the old post office. So here we are now, and we've got a sign for the Partridge pub over there, and this is about the centre of the village now. So we've got the village hall, parish church towards the playground, the church of St Mary. So this is the corner where you've got the 286. As you can see across the road there, the sign says Chichester and Midhurst. Just here to the side, a little cafeteria. Got to be very careful here I don't get run over. Well, I've stopped right by Singleton cricket ground. The reason for that is, and I've got to read this off of some notes I've got. A cricket match on the 13th of July 1747 was held at the Artillery Grounds, now London, between a team from Singleton and Charlton, and it was described as the women from the hills of Sussex. Another match, cricket match, was held between West Dean and Chilgrove, and that was described as the women from the Dales of Sussex. So, you know, all those years ago, and the first cricket match, or one of the first cricket matches, was held in London at the Artillery Grounds between Singleton and Charlton. I heard about this many years ago, and I quickly delved into the world of Google this morning to find out about it, and that's the information I found. Just across the road is the Weald and Downland Living Museum, and if you don't know what they do, they actually reconstruct. They can take down old buildings at different locations around the country, and they will rebuild them here brick by brick. When they take a building down, everything is numbered and it will be put back in exactly the same place when the properties are rebuilt. But this road here, just behind me, that goes up to Goodwood Racecourse and the Trundle, which is a fantastic place to walk. There's public footpaths, and it's the South Downs. So I'm just now walking back towards the A286, and once I get there, to the left That will take you through to Lavant, Chichester, and West Dean Gardens. It's another place to visit. I've never been there myself, but I do know a lot of people that have, and they say it's a fantastic place to visit. And once I get down to this junction, I need to turn right to head back into Singleton. At this point I'm just coming back into the village, and here are the willow trees that I noticed just now. I'm just coming past these old cottages now that says Matchbox Stable and Old Cottage, and they've got a tie bar there, lovely pots in the garden, and you've got this very interesting, when you get here you've got a signboard in the garden which is just there. The sun is just directly behind these cottages now, as you can see the glare. So I'm heading up this little lane here towards where my car is parked. I'm going to angle the camera down a bit so it tries, or I try not to get the sun in there too much, but that's almost impossible because you've got the glare off of the road, where the road is wet from where it was raining earlier on, but the sun is very warm, which is lovely, and it seems silly that I've got my jacket on, but it did rain very hard when I first got into Singleton. So as you can see, you've got this lovely flint wall all the way along the side of the road here, which obviously keeps the houses and cottages safe. Beautiful cottage there, Spring Cottage, with the lovely flowers and plants in the garden. I do love to see that. Charming. Just gone past Grove House to my right, and I'll continue along this way into the centre of the village and to the back to where my car is parked, I hope. Yeah, I'm just round this corner, I think. Yes, and there I am, parked just up there. And Little Garth Cottage there, pretty little cottage. So this will be Kevin saying bye bye, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye for now. Bye.